Hi everyone, so today I came across a very interesting project in Forbes called ShareRing, and with the use of its underlying technology, it really opens doors to opportunities that were unimaginable before in fields such as business, security, finance, travel, and more. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So ShareRing is building the first global sharing ecosystem that makes services and goods more accessible to everyone. And with the awesome underlying technology, it aims to save you money and time while keeping you in control of your private and sensitive information. The awesome products of the sharing ecosystem include such things like just one digital ID for all services or a proof of health during the COVID-19 times. And the first product that we're going to talk about is the ShareRing app, which is the only travel app you will ever need. So how does the ShareRing app exactly work? Well, first of all, you of course have to download it from the Google Play or App Store. Secondly, you have to set up your ShareRing ID. And setting up the ShareRing ID is really easy, just takes 3 steps and less than 2 minutes to complete. So firstly, you set up the PIN and get the security part of it done. Secondly, you take a quick picture of your passport, your driving license or your ID card. And thirdly and lastly, you just take a quick selfie to prove that it's actually you. And after that, you're completely done. But what is the ShareRing ID exactly? So the ShareRing ID is really what I'm most excited about because this was not possible before. So it's basically a self-sovereign identity product of ShareRing, and it's just a digital ID that you control completely. So ShareRing takes a digital fingerprint of things like your passport, your name and other details, and then stores it on the blockchain, so it's not stored locally and you're in control of your own data. And then you can just use it whenever you need with the ShareRing ID supported services such as express hotel booking, car sharing, or you can even store your insurance policy and bank details on the ShareRing ID and then use it anytime you want. So now that you have successfully set up the ShareRing ID, you're now within the app, within the one marketplace where you can share, rent or buy literally anything. And there are 2 parts to it, the ShareRing shop and the travel. But first, let's take a look at the ShareRing shop. The ShareRing shop is ShareRing's e-commerce platform that was built as a response to the COVID-19 situation and is really designed to support local vendors with an easy to set up shop where they can sell their products while providing customers with same-day delivery within 5 kilometers from the shops. And as a sign of support, they provide this service to local vendors, just like this local shop in Amsterdam here, totally for free, and give away 100% of the delivery fees to the drivers, which is really cool. So right now, the ShareRing shop has piloted in Melbourne in 2 locations with a very soon expansion to Thailand coming and a global launch in 2021. So this was really created as a response to COVID-19, but ShareRing is still on track to become the only travel app you will ever need. So you can definitely forget about the 10 different services you normally use before going on a trip. So let's check it out. So imagine stepping off the plane right here in Amsterdam and knowing that all of your travel needs can be securely booked and managed just within one app within your phone. So no more handing over passports, travel documents or bank cards. And this is exactly what the ShareRing app intends to do, which is coming out very soon with hotels, flights, accommodation, car sharing, different activities, tours and experiences all included in the app. And ShareRing ID is really used all the way here in order to make your customer experience a lot better. So for example, when you choose from more than 2.6 million accommodation options, more than 300,000 hotels will have the express check-in option available, which will mean that your information is sent to them beforehand and the only thing you have to do is pick up your card and go straight to your room. Or when you choose from more than 1.2 million vehicles in the car sharing option in more than 160 countries, you will be able to get in instantaneously without having to be approved beforehand. So another 2 great applications of the ShareRing ID are the Evo and the COVID-19 passport. So first about the Evo. That's the electronic visa on arrival that's already adapted by the Thailand government. So how does it work right now? Basically, you file an application and it's manually reviewed by people, which costs a lot of time and money. What ShareRing does is that you can also take pictures of your flight tickets and your hotel booking, then it packages it all, it checks its authenticity, and then it files the application for you, which means a lot of time saved, a lot of money saved, and as Thailand is processing approximately 5 to 10 million of these applications per year, you can imagine the impact. And the COVID-19 passport works in a very similar way. So it utilizes the ShareRing ID technology with also the ability to upload your test results that you've done recently. And this basically means that you will have a proof of health on you all the time, and this will really enable travel in these difficult times. But if you're still not convinced that sharing is about to disrupt the travel industry, you can also save tons of money on the exchange rate fees. Because the way the ecosystem works is that you'll be able to pay in your home currency, and with one of the lowest fees in the industry, the merchant will be getting it in his local currency straight away. So you might be asking yourself, is this all just words? Well, no. ShareRing is not just about travel or just about the shop. It is a tech company with 20 plus partners in 12 plus different industries, and you can all check them out on this partner wheel right here. And the fact that ShareRing has so many different partners in so many different industries is due to the fact that its ecosystem is very modular and can be white labeled to almost anything. So for companies that are looking to get the benefits of blockchain technology, such as, for example, users' identities being checked before even going into any agreement with them, which results in faster and more efficient processes, seamless cross-border payments, or just in general, more efficient operations, ShareRing is the way to go with a super easy onboarding process. As you can see, ShareRing is already starting up. It has recently partnered with Depay Insurance, which is the biggest Thai non-life insurance provider, and that alone will create more than 30 million ShareRing ID accounts. It has also announced the inclusion in the China's international blockchain-based service network, and there are only less than 10 projects included in there, and that really opens up the gates to China. As previously mentioned, there are more than 2.6 million accommodation options and more than 1.2 million vehicle options in the app alone. And overall, I think that ShareRing has what it takes to really make a global impact. So let me know what you think about the project in the comments below, and make sure to follow them on all social networks to stay up to date with the developments of the ShareRing ecosystem.